Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, here coming at you tonight. Well, actually, in the wee hours of the morning. It was a little bit crazy. Just got back from a speakeasy. Actually, Franklin Lakes is celebrating 100 years of being in existence this year. So lots of great stuff there. If you're new to my program, Inspirations for Your Life, well, I want to thank you for stopping by and notice the QR code that is on the screen. Just take your phone, scan that QR code. And if you're having any problems reaching the QR code from your mobile device, it takes you to my link tree, linktr.ee/JOHNCMORLEY serial entrepreneur, SERIALENTREPRENEUR. And that'll take you to my link tree, which has everything that I'm involved in, and you can follow and check all the great stuff there. Now, if you are coming back to my channel, well, welcome back. It's great to have you. And I hope that many of my new people will become loyal subscribers like many of you. And so, what are we talking about tonight, right? I think the question is, what are we talking about? So, what we're talking about is what is one step you can take to get closer to your goals, right? And that's a series for this whole week. And we are currently right now in episode 1. We'll pop that on the screen so you guys can see that. And so, when we think about this, how do you get closer to a goal? I mean, sometimes that can seem very daunting, but it's a little crazy, right? It's a little crazy. And so I want you to think right now of a goal, okay? Think of a goal for a moment. Just think of a goal. And so let's think about a goal for a minute. Think about that goal for a minute. So when we think about the goal in life, think about where you want to go. How can you actually get closer to that goal right now? Well, let's think about a goal you might have. Maybe you have a goal to become healthier, to lose weight. So, what is one step you can take right this very moment to become healthier, to lose weight? Well, one thing you can do is you can drink more water. That's one thing you can do. Another step you can take is you can be more conscious of the food you're eating, such as not eating fried food, um, being more conscious of the portions you have. It's another step you can take, right? Sometimes we just want a taste of something. If it's something sweet, we just want to taste it. We don't have to have the whole thing. Or pasta is a real big one. Pasta accumulates between 40 to 100 some calories for just about an ounce or two. So that's a lot, right? So, 120 calories roughly for 2 ounces. That's a lot. So, what I always tell people at the restaurant is, give me the 1 or 2 ounces and then put the rest in it to go, and I can have it over several nights. Now, that's one thing, right? What's another thing you can do to stay on this goal? Well, another thing you can do is you actually can do something pretty cool. You know what that is? You can log your food using an app like MyFitnessPal or something like that. But yet, I don't know if everyone is going to be doing that, because that takes a big level of commitment, ladies and gentlemen. Logging every piece of food you eat. That's not easy. It's not easy at all. So taking a first step, or taking one step, It'll get you to your goals a lot quicker. Okay. And so just taking one step. So what I want you to do is take one step. And when you do that, you're going to find that your goals are easy to achieve. Why? Well, because by taking one step, it actually gives you some confidence that you're on the right track. That's pretty neat. I know that's like awesome. Think about a goal in your life. Maybe the goal in your life is to build more muscle. So what's one step you could take to build more muscle? What is one step you could take to build muscle? Does anybody know? Well, one step you could take is to lift weights. That's one step you could take, right? Increase the amount of times you train and increase the volume of your training, right? So that's important. Focus on things such as squats, bench presses, um, that work multiple muscles and target the larger muscles in your body. Eat a caloric surplus. Eating more calories than you burn can cause you to gain weight. When you combine a slight caloric increase with weight lifting, the gains can be turned into muscle and not a spare tire around your waist. Eat more protein. Proteins are building blocks of muscle. Make sure you get adequate rest, right? So sleep more, supplement if you need to. But I think the biggest thing you can do to build muscle is to have an understanding of what the body should be doing. Understand how you process your food, how you digest it, how you don't digest it, and how does food turn into fat or how does food turn into energy? How do you know this? Can you log your food? Now, I know logging food sounds like a big, big process. It's not, but I know how that can bother some people because they feel like, they got to log everything so they can't live. But the truth of the matter is, when you log things, you get more freedom. You get more freedom. That's cool. So let's talk about another step, another one step. Let's say you want to become more in shape so that when you go up and down stairs, you're not out of breath. What's one thing you could do? One thing you could do is to get your body in shape. How do you get your body in shape? So one of the things I like to do is I love to do planks. I love to do planks in the morning. I love to do planks at night. And so planks are really, really, really cool. I mean, they are really, really cool. I usually do planks for 3 minutes in the morning and 3 minutes in the evening. And it actually helps to strengthen my core of the body. That's pretty cool, right? I know that people oftentimes will want to go right to a goal, but they won't know how to do it. So when you can take the first step, it shows your mind and body that, hey, I'm taking this step. I know what to do. And now your body's gonna be like, okay, I guess you do know what you're doing. So we'll move forward, and now I can actually support your decision. Because sometimes your body's like, yeah, right, you're gonna lose weight. But when it starts to see you're doing it, it starts to cooperate with you. Because in the beginning, it seems like, oh my gosh, I can never lose weight. But then when you start to lose it, now there can be times, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be honest with you, where you might put on a pound or so because of a special event or something. Just go back to your diet. Just go back to what you're doing. And don't call it a diet. Call it a way of life, right? I'm using MyFitnessPal for many years, and I have to tell you that making the choice to log everything as accurately as possible is good. And also, let's say you like French fries, right? So French fries have calories. Well, when you figure out what things cost, and by cost, I mean calorie cost, not dollar cost. So you want some French fries. A small portion of French fries is 3 ounces. That's about 100, 120, 125 calories for 3 ounces of French fries. So how do you do that? You put a dish or bowl on the scale. You tear it off so that it's at 0 once the bowl is on there. And now that you're at 0, now you can put your stuff in, and guess what happens? You're able to start eating within a balance. So generally, if you go off one day or something, it's not going to be a big tragic thing. Don't eat like that every day. But you'll find things like, obviously Thanksgiving and other days. So that one day isn't going to really throw you that much out of whack. In fact, what you're going to find is it's probably going to put you in a state of either not losing weight or maybe just losing half of what you normally lose. So why is it hard for people to take the first step? I think because oftentimes we hear that people are not motivated or they get demotivated when they see that they've gained weight. Now, that's not a bad thing. It's just that we have to figure out, how do you motivate yourself? How do you show your body that you're serious, that you're not just, playing around? How do you do that? By taking the first step. So you want to lose weight? Great. Cut out soda. What's another first step you could take? I mean, these are all first steps. You don't have to do all of them. First step you could take is start figuring out what you eat and start cutting down on your portions. I didn't say cut down what you eat. I said cut down on your portions. So you can still have your chocolate cake and you still have your sandwich or whatever you have, but maybe that cake that you have could be cut into 5 different slices. I do that a lot at restaurants. So I'll go to the restaurant and I'll have them cut that cake into 1 or 2 slices, and I can take it home. So how do you take a first step and turn into a second step? Well, the way you make a first step, a second step, is your body starts to get reinforced by the fact that, hey, I'm doing something great. And then guess what it does? It releases dopamine in your brain. And by that dopamine releasing in your brain, you actually want to achieve more of this so you can feel even better. Of course, like the video, love it, support it, tag your friends, colleagues, and associates, comment below. What is something you want to take a first step and you're having challenges doing it? Share this out with everyone you know on social media. Then go to my YouTube channel, John Space E Space MRLY Space Serial Entrepreneur, and look for the key phrase, help keep our content free. Below that, click on the PayPal link and make the choice to buy my team and I a cup of coffee. We'll be so grateful with those pennies and dollars. We'll invest into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, and even new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping motivational content. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a most amazing evening or a good morning, depending on what time it is where you are. And know that this entire week is going to be about how do we take the first step? Because once we take the first step, we can take the second and the third, and eventually we'll achieve our goals. I'm John C. Morley, Serial Entrepreneur. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your night or morning, and I'll be back later on today or this evening to go ahead and give you episode 2. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.